out of Timbersaw is just because having that early burst damage is so important. Sacred doing my favorite Mars build, the quad gauntlet of strength and walking to the lane. Classic.
A lot of stats. So let me ask you something as we get off to the start, hopefully before teams get involved in a fight and we have to cut this short. Timbersaw, very good hero lately. We have seen points in time where Timber is really good. Why is he starting to get Blink first so frequently when that wasn't really the build in the past?
I think part of it is you want to be the aggressor, and that was kind of like the change in Timbersaw. I think Whisper was the one who kind of invented it. There was a lot of times where players just tanked up on Timbersaw and would just park themselves in their lane and just play around like, oh, well, we can kind of just do whatever we want, and there's nothing that, they can do about it. But the problem with that is if they bring enough heroes, they can kill you, and then you're just not a threat anymore. So I think the reason we're seeing Blink Dagger is just Timbersaw is incredibly scary early with a level advantage. Like, he does an absurd amount of damage. And you'd rather just, like, put the damage to use instead of just, like, parking yourself in a lane and, like, slowly pushing a tower by cutting creeps or something,
Gotcha. So maybe less of a change to the hero and items and more like what that hero is doing. Costabile went for a bounty.
He's dead
Could
here.
not have done that.
Yeah, he's dead. Bonk. Kill goes to Sacred. First blood for the Mars. Those 12 extra strength making a big difference already as he's going to send out
I'd love
a
to see
stick.
them block the creeps.
Yeah.
Right after that?
I would have liked to as well. That would just put the wave underneath his tower and just shove out. Yeah, I mean, you could have done it. Absolutely. I think maybe they forgot.
Maybe having a different read on it. Because there is a weakness to that, right? You give the opponents level 2 faster usually, but you get equilibrium. But I suppose this is actually quite a strong lane. Mars Grimstroke versus an AA and a Naga, so maybe not wanting to give that up. And they're like, we'll just fight it out with bad equilibrium. We're fine with that.
Yeah, maybe they feel like they can just deny instead. Right?
Especially because he got that first blood, right? He's already got a bracer.
Yeah. That's a good point. Mid lane should be fairly even. I mean, Pango being universal now struggles a little bit more to the whirling death since this was changed. It's 5% of all stats, so instead of losing 11% of his damage, he's losing 15% of his damage. So it's a lot more you have to worry about from a mid lane, or from a universal hero's perspective.
Is there a world? Battle Fury Pango versus an illusion hero.
With the change to Swashbuckle,
Battle Fury Ags. Just
probably not.
Think on it. Think on it. Oh, okay.
Probably not. I think the other thing I was thinking about when they nerf this, ooh, nice little kill here in the bottom lane, is the level 2 advantage like you were talking about makes a difference, and Ancient Apparition's now dead. Dude, they're still just denying everything in his face. The one other, like, actual nerf to this Pangolier is the fact that, like, did he just miss his blood grenade? No, he didn't. Okay. Did a decent chunk of damage there to Yor. Is the fact that you're less likely to bash on Swashbuckle now. That's, like, literally the only relevant nerf to this. Uh-oh. Widge. Oh, Spear does not connect. Top lane, though, a lot of fighting. Is MNZ, his Sakuchi's gonna end. Taking a lot of damage there. Okay, side lane. I mean, side lanes are just a beatdown right now. Everyone's taking a lot of damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Lotus will be important.
Coming up here, looks like Naga should be in good position for it. Oh,
Michael can take
give it
it,
up to the
though.
Grimstroke.
MNZ gets this one. Wow. Just Sakuchi's on in. Clicks it before the Bat Rider. Classic.
Okay, nice for a Starbacks.
It blows my mind that Pango literally just can't lose a lane. Like, I'm watching this, and it's like he's getting constantly hit by Whirling Death, and then he's just like, yeah, but what if I was to shield crash, get a barrier, and then swashbuckle and clear the whole wave? Oh, man, what a hero.
Yeah, Pango will be a pain, too. It's, like, you got the Slardar, but you're going to have to kind of, like, pick and choose who you're locking down. This Pango, the Weaver. Do you want to kill any supports quickly? Well, if they're pretty ahead, I mean, it won't be that big of a deal, but if the game's close, one of these heroes will have free reign, like Weaver running around or the Pango.
I think the fact that this offlane Mars is going so well for them is like bodes great for a Starbucks, because this Naga Siren needs to like kind of have a, I wouldn't say necessarily not needs, but you definitely want it to have a good start, because you do have to worry about the fact that like this Weaver is going to be really hard for your team to catch.
Yours dead.
Yeah, looks pretty dead. Tries to pop the stick.
Ooh,
MNZ,
the
great body blocks. Very nicely done. He's gonna kind of pay a price for that as well, but he's gonna go ahead and get aggressive, do what damage he can. Not gonna be enough to finish anyone off, but that was very nicely done by the Weaver. They can actually get aggressive here. You do have Frostbite back up.
Got
And
14 wand charges. They gotta be careful not to bait themselves.
Smart thing and just kill the Bat Rider.
Structures are fortified.
But yeah, he's got Fairy Fire and 10 wand charges now.
Rider.
It's simple. Just kill the Bat Rider. Nice kill on the Ancient Apparition bottom. Similar combo to what we've seen, right? The Ink Swell into Spear. God's Rebuke. Tons of damage coming out from these two. Yeah, this bottom lane is fantastic for them. Sacred. Did he buy out another? Oh, he's bought out Self. So he's going to go the Phase Boots first. Bought his boots right now. Makes sense when he has the Grimstroke in his lane that he can play around the Inkswell with. So they are rotating mid for this 6-minute power rune. Level 6 on the Timbersaw, level 6 on the Pangolier. Rolling Thunder is going to come through and ooh, plays a little bit of ping pong there. 4DR, no points in this Timber Chain, but Swashbuckles up to the high ground, into the Inkswell, and Timbersaw will go down. Haste Rune spawns bottom.
Good thing we nerfed Pango.
Yeah, good thing we nerfed Pango, guys. Man, where would we be if this hero was not nerfed?
Well, that was a kill based on the support rotations. Let's appreciate the supports there. But yeah, Pango still having the full strength to bring to that gank on the Timbersaw. Bottom lane, Sager taking some damage while the supports were gone, but being behind, they don't really have the damage to kill Mars. And actually, he's like, that was a mistake on your part. You should not have tried.
Thought he might go for Widge there with the spear, but maybe a little bit afraid of Costa Bile turning it back around, and he will survive. Slardar, however, getting chased down to the top side of the map, and Dark Mega with a Haste Rune is going to be able to just push them away here. He wants this Wisdom Rune, and Hiko pops a Firefly. Does have a Swash off the mark. Really good use of the Flame Break just to secure it. That being said, okay, yeah, Hiko will get away. I was like, if this Pango wants to kill him in a second, he probably could.
Radiant's top tower is
Slardar?
under attack.
Oh, back.
TP's in. Swashbuckle can't be interrupted, of course.
We were doing pretty well, all things considered, into the Slardar pick. Not that Slardar is, I think Slardar's counter to the Weaver is more later on than the lane itself specifically, but still nice to come out ahead, I'd say, out of that laning stage. Because that could have easily been like some kills. Weaver and Crystal Main are both relatively squishy to the high damage of Slardar Bat.
I also like to point out that because of how good this offlane Mars is doing, like this Naga Siren is really struggling net worth wise. Like it is level 6, so it's not getting completely shut down XP wise, but he is by far the lowest farmed core, over 1,000 behind, or about 1,000 behind the Weaver at this point. And this Mars will be able to start threatening, you know, anyone he sees in this lane. as soon as he gets to this Blink Dagger. I mean, maybe even before. We'll see. Is they're going to bring in the Crystal Maiden. She has Freezing Field. Whoa-oh. Goes to Belay. Does see him. Gonna immediately...
Guess the real one?
He doesn't find the real one, but they have an Ink Swell to follow it up, and that will be a dead Naga Siren. Dark Mega with the Swashbuckle to secure it.
Good thing we nerfed that ability.
No, thank God. It actually just does more damage at levels 3 and 4, which is crazy, but, you know, whatever. Sacred will find Widge here in the bottom lane as the heroes will eventually surround the A, and Dark Mago's like, guys, what if I was to take the kill? Well, you now have 2 more kills out of the bottom lane, a tier 1 tower being pressured as he is very close to a defusal now, just about 500 gold away.
Timbersaw's going for a Yule's first. What do you think of that, man?
I mean, it's really annoying to play against Grimstroke as a Timbersaw because of Phantom's Embrace. So maybe his thought process is to have a Yule's to be able to dispel that. Things like Frostbite as well. Offensively, you can use it to stop Pango before he goes for Rolling Thunder, but I think it is definitely a defensive item for him this game. My guess is Midas Club are going to play for late game. I honestly don't think that they are in a position to where they can really fight because of how
behind. Yeah,
like with how strong these lanes are going for a Starbucks. I think you have to start thinking about scaling. That being said, FCR is going for an Orchid, so
ooh, maybe you can like Yule's Cold Feet setup. I hope we see that once. That'd be cool.
Oh, that would be cool. Eco gonna get caught out here. Tries to make it up to the high ground, but you've got the Bug and the Phantom on top of you. Too many things you've got to click.
Tried to steal some stacks. Paid with his life. Can't believe Dark Mago was kind of in that area, you know. There's that swashbuckle contribution there at the end. He's got his defusal now. Yeah. I'm not surprised. We see both supports coming over to him. He's pretty strong right now.
They're going to fort the wave. They actually just want to be able to dive and punish anyone who comes near this. Does get a bottle refill, but next wave should be coming soon. And Dark Mago has an illusion rune if he wants to use it, but it looks like he's going to save it for a defensive application, which makes sense. They saw Hiko coming through. Slardar dying top lane to the rotation of the Mars. But mid lane, this is where all the action actually is. They managed to catch the Batrider. Great scouting from Yor, the Rolling Thunder. Picks up the kill as now he's going to get a freebie onto the support Ancient Apparition, I imagine. I don't know how he gets out of this. Should be able to just cancel. Well, Frostbite does connect. Dark Mago wants to go in. Has, of course, that illusion rune to tank it up. One more swashbuckle. Doesn't manage to grab it. Okay.
Could have gone for it to get the kill, but probably would have died for it, or at least there was a very high chance. So yeah, they'll just take the initial kills they got and get to work on this tower, which actually Timbersaw might be able to hold on to this, clearing out the wave with Chakram.
Dude, the ability combos of Crystal Maiden Grimstroke are cracked. If you think about like Soulbind and a Phantom's Embrace and then a level 4 Frostbite, you're screwed.
Too, yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, you're screwed. Like, you actually just can't do anything. Your only hope is to actually just BKB it. Or have a Manta or Yules, right? Which is why he's got the Yules, but it is a ton of damage and a ton of catch. There's a blink reveal from Sacred into a nice grab. The Ice Blast just completely
She
whipped.
missed.
All right, the question is, can they finish off the Timber? Rooted up, they do manage to get the kill as the Weaver makes his presence shown for the first time here into the mid lane, chasing down FCR and the Slardar Spear, sends him back the other way, but it just goes into the hands of the Pangolier. 2 dead, 5 heroes from a Starbucks into this mid lane as they are really pushing the tempo. You're not going to get a chance to go late game, Midas Club. Blink Spear out into the arena. They've got the Ancient Apparition.
Naga's at Yasha. She's really not that farmed, because that's one way you can drag this out, right? Is have Naga creep cut, but currently her illusions are not really strong enough to do that.
Also a big thing to mention is that Naga Siren, Luna, and Medusa, all these heroes were nerfed by their Manta cooldowns, right? Like, these are heroes that love to split push and can do it very efficiently with Manta, and they don't get punished because they farm on, like, the safe part of the map while their illusions cut everything else. So it's like that little bit of increase in cooldown does make a little bit of a difference. We're going to see potentially a grab here on a Sacred. He jumps in, ends up missing the spear, but he still survives. And now Widge walks into Dark Mago. MNZ cleans him up with a Maelstrom. Good thing we gave this guy more damage onto Gem in an attack. As now Bat Rider also going to give up a kill here. Triple kill for the Weaver. Top net worth 8,000 at 14 minutes. This game not even looking close. I just looked at the score. They have 0 kills?
First person to die gets kicked, guys.
Dude, how do you have 0 kills? That is wild. Dark Mago is not done. He pops Amplified Damage, trying to get some mana just to get away. And Timber Chain's off the mark, just to add insult to injury. Good thing Pangolier was nerfed.
I swear that tree moved.
Oh
yeah, see, this is... So, going back to the Slardar pick, Slardar does have a stun, and this is where I was torn about the Orchid versus Blink. We've seen a lot of Ice Blast off the mark, which is... It's not, like, fully on him. Like, there's no setup for it. Yeah, it's the same as, like, if Snapfire were to miss her ult against a bunch of mobile heroes with no stuns on her team, right? It's like, okay, sure, you could have maybe hit that on your own, but, like, it's also a team game, and having someone to, like, hold that hero still while you just throw out the ult, like, that's teamwork.
Oh, God.
And... Widge
Ancient
is
Apparition.
not the place to be.
Oh, Crystal Maiden's dead!
Ooh.
Kick him! You're
Kicked.
off the team immediately. There's your blink. It wasn't even a blink. I thought 40R had like a blink or something, but no. Instead, it's just going to be a huge arena. Great song. Turnaround here, potentially, from Coast to Belay. You do have a soul bind. You got to be careful. This ability is scary. They can just isolate Michael, and they do, but there it is. The soul bind holding Slardar and the Timbersaw in place. Yules will dodge out the initial stun from this Pangolier. And 40R makes it to safety. A 1-for-1 on the tail end of this, but guess what? MNZ, he's waiting, scouting on the backside, able to be held in place momentarily thanks to the ensnare from the Naga Siren, but a spear will catch the Bat Rider, and more will fall. The support duo, I don't know, they looked pretty good, but they both have died. They don't cut it. They gotta you gotta
I don't make the
them.
rules, you know. You just enforce them. You gotta kick them, unfortunately. That's just how
following
it goes. Well, Midas Club gets a second kill, doubling their kill count there, but yeah, I mean, when you're 10k behind at 16 minutes, it's not that surprising. Like, even though the initial setup was pretty good, you waste a lot of that arena because of Song. You get the Slardar stun, but you're so behind that, I mean, those kills aren't fast. MNZ gets in there. I'm kind of surprised he's not getting Gleipnir at the same time. I guess he doesn't really need it because of how well everyone's doing.
Yeah. So this is where the memes kick in, right? We are very close to a 3-2-2, and we are very close to a 4-20, which it's going to be a 3-2-2 potentially. Well, that's a dead Ancient Apparition. He did not even stand a chance. All right. Starbucks, please do us a favor. Someone's got to die.
They got to find Crystal Maiden, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the most likely.
Who will it be, though?
Where's Naga at? Okay, Naga has her Manta recipe. It's in the stash, but
she can't
she's
get
got
to
it. Yeah. Oh, maybe she could just walk into the enemy base.
Wait a minute. Michael in some trouble. Backside of the fight. Pango instantly kills the Bat Rider with an arcane
who's Midas
rune.
Club gonna kill?
Oh, come on. Come on. Dark Mago, chill, buddy. Give us a couple seconds here. He's not going to chill.
Maybe he's going to go to the fountain.
Oh! Ancient Apparition's dead! MNZ solo kills him again, and now 40 are dead as well. All right. It was technically a 3-2-2 the other way if you just turn the score backwards, but yeah, it's just one after another. They just don't care. Like, nowhere on this map is safe for Midas Club. The Naga Siren, they know he's top lane. They're like, whatever. Just push the lanes. We don't care.
Yeah, trying to get her Manta, I think. She beat bottom. Oh, I thought she had Batrider bring her Manta recipe from base? Okay, she's gonna get her Manta plus a Blitz Knuckles. I mean, okay, so I don't know how they're gonna do it, but let's say they do it. If they go late, does Midas Club take back control of this game?
No.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Weaver is actually just, I think, fine playing into the Naga Siren being this far ahead. Because eventually he gets, like, Gleipnir, he has Manta, he has, like, I don't know, Butterfly or Satanic. Like, just MKB. Like, there's so many items that Weaver can build, Daedalus. And he will just kill anyone. Like, there's no way for the Naga Siren to kill people as fast as this Weaver will, I think. And that's the big problem. But, I mean, with a Slardar, potentially, but this dude needs like 6,000 gold stat. And I don't think it's coming anytime soon. Hiko getting chased down here by the Crystal Maiden. The classic solo kill. I love to see that one. She's like, I'm getting my revenge of all the games.
Yeah, that's not usually how that interaction goes. Usually the other way.
Sacred blink in, aggressive Yules finds Ancient Apparition, and Widge will go down once again here. It's just so easy for a Starbucks to find kills at this point, right? Like, they have a lot of avenues.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
No answer here.
Nah, I mean...
Timbersaw maybe
What
cuts
do you
cuts the mid lane. Fortify kill. Oh no, they fortified early. This creep wave's not gonna die.
Dire's top tower.
Oh, actually perfect. Literally last
Radiant's
moments. Okay, it didn't matter.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, I mean, backdoor protection is going to take a moment, but Weaver just has so much damage already that they should be able to get this. The blink, the Yules actually comes out from 40R, so a good application of that. First Yules. Coast Relay does find a solo kill. Dark Mago might just TP. I'd be shocked if he sticks around. They actually have... Well, he is going to stick around. Ice Blast coming through. That's a good one. Orchid onto the Pango. Instantly dispels. Nicely done thanks to that Inkswell shard, and they get away. Damn, that looked that looked close.
He was about to get kicked. Whew.
Yeah. Can you imagine just kicking your mid Pangolier for dying?
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't want to play with the Pango player, you know? Like, can't have that.
I'm fine with it. Get rid of him.
Is under attack.
21 minutes. Oh, wait, are they going to do this? Tormentor? I think are they trying to bring a fourth person? We're like, I don't know, guys. We're pretty weak. We really need the whole team here for this one. Game-changing shard?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Batrider.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah, that
tower
one's gonna
is
do
under
it.
attack.
This is one of the best shards in the game. It was honestly
for a
very
moment.
good until they removed the Mage Slayer buff, like working on this hero.
Was it that one, or was it the... Didn't, like, Manta also use... Did the
Yeah.
illusion still proc it, or no?
They used to as well, but not anymore. Roshan. They say
Ice Blast
oh,
snipe?
it's gonna do a little bit of damage, but
Roshan has fallen to
no one quite close by.
Dire's middle tower is
Art
under
Mago does not want to get kicked.
All right, MNC
Please
is
give me
actually just
this.
going a Mjolnir. Oh, Mars.
Hit?
I mean, that I feel like should not happen, but when you TP in after a Frostbite's expiring, you take 900 pure damage from a Timbersaw. That'll do it. Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, that Whirling Death did 500 pure damage.
Smoked up. Can he find anyone? Finds a Widge TPing out.
It's a good
I think
disengage.
everyone else is away. Yep.
Dire's top
I mean,
tower
this.
is under
So
attack.
if Midas Club is gonna have a chance, this is the name of the game for like the next 30 minutes or something. Maybe just 20 minutes. They have to avoid as many fights as possible, creep cut as much as possible. Timber and Naga have to just like not TP back until like the most extreme rotation comes in. They have to push the limits on this one.
MNZ's like, thanks for warming up these ancient stacks for me, buddy. Just takes a triple stack away from the Slardar, who is actually a great ancient killer once you have, max crush, but you do also kind of need the shard. That helps a ton. We're going to see a Song of the Siren out from Costa Bile, but he just bonks into the wall over and over and can't escape. Solo kill for Dark. Wait. Who just died solo?
Wait.
Did anyone die solo? Someone died. Okay.
Dark Mago killed AA.
Yeah, we've seen that one before. Yeah, Arena Spear, pretty good at dealing with the Naga Siren. Can't unfortunately get out of the arena, and she's just being so under-farmed, right? Doesn't have her Heart of Tarrasque. Doesn't have like her big health item. It's either usually Heart of Tarrasque or Eternal Shroud. This game, the Heart probably better, just because like the physical damage from Weaver is just not going to care about Eternal Shroud.
Yeah, in a good Naga game, she'd already have it. In a bad Naga game, you're here losing your barracks. It's a bit of the dangers of the hero. If you're ever unsure like how you beat this hero in the pubs, it's this. Like once she gets to these 3 items, she becomes extremely scary and very difficult to deal with. But prior to those 3 items, you pretty much know exactly what she's going to do, which is she's going to farm. And that's exactly what she's trying to do here, which means she can't really help her team as her base is being destroyed.
All right. Next,
back to it.
Last tier 2 tower remaining. No fortifications available for the Radiant. They have one cooling down in about 30 seconds, but they're looking for the top tier 3 and the lane of barracks. Aegis still on this Pango for another 2 minutes. So if you manage to kill Dark Mago once, good luck killing him twice. Not to mention you have like the Yule's potential follow-up from the Mars. Rolling Thunder being held. They're able to break his Blink Dagger here quite nicely, but Dark Mago goes in. Rolling Thunder's down, finds Hiko, but he gets a nice little Blink dodge, so he's fine. It is just space that he's making here. They're trying to just focus down these barracks, as MNZ on the Weaver feels incredibly strong, and they will pop that new fortification. That will help them for a moment, but they just can't actually connect on anything. Again, they're just cutting waves, right? Like Costa Bile has cut waves mid and top over and over again. Says we'll protect their barracks.
Yeah, it's definitely good. It's what he needs to do. I guess they didn't actually lose the top barracks, so he can keep this up. I mean, he did just buy like a minute for his team. There's no creeps on the way.
Oh, this ward mid is going to spell disaster for Midas Club. Did you manage to get a lasso here onto the Grimstroke? Ice Blast connects, but he gets the Soulbind off at the last second into a double Frostbite, a big freezing field as well, and Sacred comes in to secure the kill.
You actually still don't have any creeps, though.
Yeah, they don't. FCR getting chased down here from a Weaver as well. How often do you see that? Slardar running from the Weaver.
I like this. Naga immediately recognizes, like, oh, they're trying to go bottom. Immediately put some illusions here. So the next... Oh, get the courier!
That's a full Ags, too. Wow,
yeah.
That would have been huge.
All right, someone's got to kill this bottom creep wave. Oh, it's a catapult wave. Uh-oh.
I think we're likely to just see them go up with this wave, right? Or like
I'd say so, but it doesn't look like everyone else is in position.
Yeah, not at all. Sacred, however, he's gonna come mid, gets caught from an Orchid, so he can't actually spear down this Slardar. I think bashed up as well.
And then spear.
Well,
Inkswell,
he's to pop it. All right, there it is. They got some anyway. Finally get some help from the supports there. You're taking a ton of damage from this Naga Siren illusion, as he's like, somebody, please, get this thing away from me.
Naga actually doing a great job cutting creeps, I gotta say.
Holy
they probably need to like smoke deal with this.
Oh, they know the real one.
Her.
He actually inkswells himself by mistake. I think a spear off the mark as well. Costa Bile still has Song of the Siren. BKB out from Sacred. He's like, wait a minute.
Gonna get this guy kicked?
Ice Blast connects. Inkswell to pop it. Oh no, Costa Bile stuck around for too dang long. Sacred, what a player. He got him.
The Inkswell buff was so good. It made Grimstroke so playable. He was really struggling prior to that, but now you have so much more control over like when it pops, you can do things like that. Previously, you would just watch them TP out while you Inkswelled next to them.
You're like, I've almost got him.
Yeah, you're just like praying he has a long TP.
Amplified damage. Bottled on your Pangolier. Very cool.
Dude, imagine if you had a Battle Fury, dude.
That would be sick, actually.
Cleave it. This is the game to do it, man. Please. I'm just praying for the day we get to watch a Pango build Battle Fury.
If it was Dota 1, he would. I believe it. Manta gets away. The silence almost gets caught from the lasso. Soulbind out from the Grim Stroke as they are just trying to focus down these lanes of barracks. No Fortify is available, obviously, as the Mage Slayer buff being a little bit different. There's the lasso. They got him. Ice Blast coming through as well, but isn't enough to even kill the Pango. Orchid reflected back the other way. FCR
off.
takes down the Grimstroke, but look at MNZ get to work. And Dark May goes back. Rolling Thunder coming through. He's got his sights set on the Timbersaw. Yules will buy in some space, playing some ping pong back on the other side. Stuns up the Bat Rider, but the Frostbite holds him in place. And the Weavers. Dude, all of this, meanwhile, Mars is just kind of like casually walking in, pushing mid lane, making sure they had another wave to work with. And Sacred, honestly, he might just go. I mean, is he gonna chase here? Or are they just gonna look for the next wave because they have a creep here. Yeah, they are just gonna go straight for the mega creeps.
Hero range creep right there.
That is.
Oh, it's dead. That's okay. It's got enough time.
Yeah. And just like that, mega creep secured here for a Starbucks. They get the silence onto the Dark Mega in the mid lane. No Orchid or no Manta. Ice Blast connects. Okay. They will be able to grab the Pango, but can you get... Okay, no, there's just too much damage. Unbelievable. Goes to play with the Song of the Siren, has to get out of here. Hiko will try his best, but that is it. The GG comes through, and a Starbucks will take a very convincing game number 2. This one wasn't even close.
Yeah. Pango, too good. Crystal Maiden, too good.